Hello, YouTube. Positively put here. I thank you for joining me on another, very first reaction to a reaction channel. But first, I'd like to say uh, a big thank you to those who have helped me set up and helped me get to my being able to start doing these videos. I think it was very important, and I really appreciate all those that were involved. I won't be naming names because the type of content that I have, although it won't be cruel, it will be point blank pointing out cruelty, and I don't. Sometimes people don't want to be associated with that because what my views are my views only, no one else's. So, with that said, I wanted to again say thank you for joining the video, and me and my buddy here who is trying to be a positive person. He's sitting on my wheelchair right there, and he's going to watch with us. He's going to say, he's not going to say anything that would be me being delusional, right? But he is going to be there to watch with me, to be my guy of being in my house all alone for 3 weeks now, all isolated. Feel free to subscribe if you'd like after this and or like the video. So yeah, with that said, let's get started. Let's see. Okay, just another reminder. This is an amateur video and it is going to get better. But in the meantime, let's get started. Oh, I will point out that I will not be uh, sharing the commenter's name nor her channel. It's not my business. I pretty much guarantee anyone in the comment section, once my channel does get to going, will gladly do it for you. Um, Not my intent to call anyone out on purpose. My intent is to show you all that having common decency and criticism can be dealt and done without hatred. So, with that said, sorry I keep rambling, but here we go.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. This video is covered under the Fair Use Act. Thank you guys for watching. If you have not done so already, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. These videos are not meant for children. And today we're going to be reacting to Foodie Beauty or Flooby Blooby. And today her video is called Changes. And the thumbnail says, no more mukbangs. Whatever will we do, guys? Whatever will we do? So,
Oh, and I do want to point out that if this channel gets struck down because I am doing something wrong, you can bet that I'll be recording it twice um, because I'm not good at editing. Um, that is my way of saying at least I'm putting work into my own channel to secure that if I have to take this particular uh, commentary of mine down because of a strike, there's always a backup plan. So here we go. Sorry about that.
here we go. Let's get right into the video. It's a little bit in because I started it and then I stopped it. It was.
Oh, one more thing again. I will always try to let the commenters' nonsensical uh, responses be there, whether I agree with them or not. I'm only here to point out what I believe is cruelty.
Are you gonna say hi to me? What the heck is
His
this?
mom's. I was like, who's this dog?
Jerk.
I just wanted to
I
show
can't
you
see your
guys.
pants.
I need to show my pants.
Can't see your pants.
Can you go back one? I'm like, I'll show. Can you see my
Okay,
pants?
you're not gonna pick.
Can you see my pants?
Here's the full length that we have. We haven't seen this in a while, but here's a full length body shot of Foodie Beauty. She's showing her pants.
Here's Foodie Beauty. Oh, all dressed up in her pants.
Look at her look on her face. She's so disgusted that her mom would even talk.
Okay, I already know a little bit of what she's going to say continuously, but I'm going to stop it right here. She is about to call out Foodie Booty and say a lot of nasty words about uh, what 1 minute and 23 seconds in, how mean she is to her mom. Let me just point out that right away, she is a big girl, and she is standing there being braced, holding on to what looks like a ledge, table, excuse me, and her mom uh, was just quietly, said, "Mom, please," because her mom was trying to be proud of her. But she just wanted to get moving on, and now I'm rambling, but you'll hear what I mean.
All her mom said was, "Here's Foodie Beauty. Look at how she looks all dressed up, and look at the look on her face." How fucking rude. Have a little bit of fucking respect for your mother.
That was it. She has all the respect for her mom, and maybe they don't have the best relationship. Did you think about that? Who knows? She's over there. She's trying her best. She's standing up. She looks like she's struggling because she's a big girl, but she's still a lovely, wonderful girl in opinion. Um, and she just wanted her mom for whatever reason. Do you really know? Let's find out.
Pants and shirt.
These are the pants I wanted to show you guys. They're
Oh, and quickly, she started to smile. What do you know?
thicker material leggings from Penningtons.com, and this is the shirt. I like it because it covers everything. And yeah, so this is the side, and this is the back of the shirt, and that's it.
Hey guys, hey. Hey guys, hey. How are you? How are you?
How are you?
I really don't want to make this video. I really don't. But it needs to be done.
I don't think you should make it because you've made videos where you say you're not going to do any more mukbangs and then you do them again. I don't want to be the fat girl on the internet that eats. Oh my god, I want to be fat on the internet and eat, not be judged for it and blah blah blah. It's like, but here we go into
Despite
sort
the
of cycle.
backlash.
Okay, let me stop you there because I have watched this particular video, so I'm not watching along with you. So, however, this is what my comment to you on this is. Give the fucking girl a chance with the way that, and you're going to see this if you give yourself a chance and hold on to your panties and fucking relax. You're going to see the fear and the anxiety and the way the world is today. Give her a chance. So what if she did it a million times before? Continuing.
Number
I'm
two.
going to get, no doubt. I don't mind. I just ask if you could please keep it respectful. That would be greatly appreciated.
See, right there. She asked you to see if you could keep it respectful, but no.
I, as you can tell, probably, obviously, you've guessed by the title of this video, I've decided again
For like
to
the fourth time.
Do it a million times. She still wanted to do it.
not do
Attempt it.
mukbangs on my
Nothing wrong with attempting. You do it over and over and over until something clicks and you make it happen. It happens.
channel. I've decided not only to not do mukbangs, but
You never know what's in the mind of someone. I sometimes go through periods of my life where I'll be in my shower and depressed, and I will sit there with the water on my chest for 10 minutes wondering if I should do my hair or not. Okay? So, and then I either A, decide, well, I wasted 10 minutes, I'm not going to do my hair, or I do another 10 minutes and wash my hair.
to
Anyway, I don't know if the words I'm using is proper, but I digress. Here we go.
in general not make food a theme on this channel. especially not one that involves indulging in food, indulging in trigger foods.
The thing is though, is like every food is a trigger food for her. Like
I could almost agree with you there, but again, listening to the whole video or listening further on, you'll see what her reasoning thoughts are. Maybe the tip should be you should watch the whole video and then we will re-watch it to see if that would be my challenge. You watch the video thoroughly first, then you re-watch it with us to see if your mind changes with what you know is coming. Because you know is coming will be different than what your thought process is about to be.
I can't think of one food she eats that she can eat just a normal amount of. And she keeps doing this. Well, I'm gonna make it not food related, and then she changes her channel name, and then blah blah blah. Bitch, you're always gonna be foodie beauty. It doesn't.
You don't have to call her names. Saying bitch to her is a strikeable offense. I really wish that people like this would strike channels like yours, because in the guidelines it says you cannot abuse emotionally or bullying. Commentary. No, what's the word? Criticism. Yeah. Criticism is not cruelty.
Doesn't matter if you're doing makeup or food or vlogs or moving vlogs or whatever. I'm always gonna call you foodie beauty. That's what people are gonna look up. Like, come on, Chantel, get with the program here. You know, if you want to stop monetizing your your eating disorder, I 100% agree. Stop monetizing it. I mean, I'm still going to react to her other content, but I agree. If she wants to stop doing mukbangs, she should stop doing mukbangs. But the thing is, she says this shit, says she's going to stop doing it, and then you know, next week we're going to be seeing KFC mukbang.
And you know what? Reading because I followed this video all the way through, I know what the next video is going to be, right? And guess what? It is a little backwards from what she said. But again, I remind you of the craziness that the world is bringing to us and the mind fucks that it's doing to all of us. So there you go. Following along.
Maybe not, but
And I've done this many times before on my channel, so those of
okay.
you
Well, at least
who
you admit
are
it.
not new to the circus know what probably guessed that this would happen or predicted that this would happen just based on the patterns I have demonstrated on my channel. So I don't blame you there. But there's a few things, other realizations that I've come to that are the nails in the mukbang coffin for my channel. And a bit of the history, maybe for those of you who are new. I do have some new subscribers. I started my channel back in 2017 and I did a few makeup videos and then hopped on the mukbang trend and grew my channel that way. I always struggled with food. I always had issues with food.
It just makes her feel good to talk about herself, I think. Because she's reiterating shit we
Sorry, I
already
have to
know. She has issues
rewind
with
what she just said here.
food. She's been on YouTube since 2017. But we know all this.
I always struggled with food. I always had issues with food.
It just makes her feel good to talk about herself, I think. Because she's reiterating shit we already know. She has issues with food. She's been on YouTube since 2017. But
Okay, so I do have a comment there. Do her new subscribers know this? The success that she brings on, do they know this? What's your problem there? What's your mind thought there? Just saying.
we know all this.
but I never realized how much of a food addict I was.
Bullshit.
How much.
She better say I didn't realize then, or I realized back then. She better not say she didn't realize till today that she was a food addict, because I don't want to hear that fucking shit for 5 seconds.
I had disordered eating. I never realized
Until
that at the time. Um, it took a few years after starting mukbangs to really unravel what's going on, start to unravel what's going on, and I'm still very much right in the throes of everything, of the disease. And
I will say that I don't know anything about her condition or her disease, but I will say that um, it confuses a lot of people. You know, I go through lots of issues in my life where I can guess or I retry or I say I'm going to do something and I don't. And then I want to retry again. We're human.
yes, because of that, I don't think it is healthy for me to be obsessed with food on my channel.
so you realize this 2 years ago, and now, you know, 2 to 3 years later, you're going to stop doing mukbangs. But you realized it 2 years ago that you had disordered eating. But it took you 2 fucking years and 50 pounds to realize that you had an issue.
Because sometimes it's hard to figure it out. Sometimes you have to get scared. Move on. Let's go.
All right.
Channel, because for me to beat this, for me, the only way as a severe food addict is to keep things clean and simple when it comes to eating and abstinent. And the very act of mukbanging, I've tried to make it healthy. I've tried to turn a blind eye, which is not good, but I've tried to make healthy mukbangs. And I still find myself, it is a slippery slope, and I know a lot of you have said that, but I'm stubborn and I don't listen to people. And that is a very negative trait.
I think another reason she may be doing this is her views have gone down significantly.
Are you really going to pull that out? That her views are going down and this is why her change is? Well, if you would do what I suggest, listen to her videos all the way through without making comment, you'll know in the next video that I'm going to react with you on that that's not the case.
Like, people are definitely not watching her as much. She's moving into that new apartment. She needs some drama. She needs some view, something. She needs to try to switch it up so she can try and get some kind of views. Because her views are going down. Now, does she get more views than me? For all my haters? Fuck yes, she does. She gets a shitload more views than I do. I'm not saying she doesn't.
Maybe because you're hateful. One, two, she's the only one you've picked on for how many videos now? Three, you don't know how to research mukbang in YouTube. I did a small research, 10 minutes worth. I found 50 that you can research on. What's your orgasm about this girl?
I'm just saying, for her size of a channel, her views are not that good. I think the other day, she had a video that was up for maybe 12 hours that had 5,000 views. Like, when you're pulling views that are the same as my best video and I only have 2,000 subscribers and you have 67,000, that's an issue.
To have. And sorry, I had to go do something and I don't really remember what I was talking about.
Oh wow, that's been real important.
Basically, just the short of it is, as a food addict, it's a slippery slope for me to say I'm going to do healthy mukbangs, and then I find myself wanting to be more entertaining in the mukbang way. You know, you see Nikocado, you see Steven Sushi, you see other bigger mukbangers who have more success in that community, and they actually do a really big display of food. And I find myself leaning towards that when I do mukbangs. like with the 5 tacos and the 2 burgers or whatever. And I find ways to justify it with trying intermittent fasting and all this and that. And it's just not healthy eating that kind of food. Period. I that food just when I eat it, no matter how long I intermittent fast, um, no matter how healthy I eat after, I'm finding that I still feel like crap. I still feel the effects of, if I eat a really fatty meal, really unhealthy meal, my heart beats faster. I need to lay down. It's just horrible feeling, and I just want to keep it simple when it comes to food, and I want to invest the money I save on mukbangs on food, which I spend a ton of money on food. Like, I don't have money for anything else because I spend it on food.
Wow.
And that,
I said I was try to not respond on things that weren't necessarily hate, but I could read what her thought was right there, at least my opinion of it. Mukbangers have to buy food to keep up on their YouTube and taxes. Just saying. Nikocado Avocado is one. He is definitely one I don't watch unless I have to. Well, not have to, unless I choose to with someone reacting to him just to see their hate. But he buys a lot of food because the equivalency of what you have to buy has to match you make. Look it up.
I
That's
could
sad.
use that money to do more fulfilling things on my channel, which brings me to another nail in the mukbang coffin. I don't feel fulfillment. Overall, when I really analyze how I'm feeling after a mukbang, I feel like I do after I have a binge. I feel not right deep down because I know deep down what I'm doing is not right. And I just choose to ignore that just so that I can. It's easier to do that than to do other content and be held accountable, It's
I don't
easier.
need it.
It's more effortless. You turn on the camera, you stuff your face. It's, there's not really the
Connor,
way I
I'm
would do
just
it
looking
anyway.
at.
I'm not saying that mukbangers don't put hard work. I'm not attacking the other mukbangers or trying to insult anybody by any means. This is just how I feel personally about it, and I think that I have had success with doing mukbangs on my channel in the beginning.
Sorry, folks. Like I said, this is an amateur hour. Just trying to figure out what speed I can watch this at, where it's a little faster. Here we
But
She's not having as much now.
another nail in that coffin is having opened up and sharing my addiction and eating disorder with you guys, and I think that's just completely changed everything. And I'm starting a new chapter of my life. I need to do a glow up. I need to work on myself. How many hints do I need to get? Health problems, breakup. Like this is.
Did the breakup have something to do with the weight?
Chantel, if you were ever to watch this is exactly part of how you can help yourself. Take YouTubers like this down when they openly say hate comments on you, bud.
Because I feel like that's what she's hinting at. Also, I'm speeding her up. I forget every time. Oh no, no, we need subtitles.
Oh yeah, we could just both speed each other up.
But did the breakup have something to do with her weight? Because
No, it had part of it to do with her weight,
she's like
just like any mental, uh, not mental, just like anything. There could be multiple reasons why. He was probably a quarter of the pie.
compartmentalizing all of this. Like, oh, I need to eat better because I'm going through a breakup and blah blah blah. Well, did the breakup have something to do with the eating? Because that's what you're hinting at.
Sorry, folks, I have to move my little guy over because he's not a part of the video. Um, and I definitely want to try to respect that.
No, I'm busy. I've been trying.
She's arguing with her husband.
Sorry guys, Mom got me chicken, so she was asking about a piece of chicken I want. This is the third time doing this video. I know somebody's gonna get mad because I yelled at Nick or I got irritated with Nick. Literally third time trying to do this video. Like, and today has been like the worst day that I've had in a really long time. This is not about me. This is about Foodie Beauty. So let's get back into the video.
My life, and I have to make it about me, and I have to make it about healing myself and getting better. And I came home today. I wanted to binge so bad, and I had a binge urge, and I ran home and I read the chapter that I haven't read yet about this one man. His story's in here. This is a really good book if you're a food addict, food junkies. It's been on the shelf. I was really excited about it.
That's really good to have pictures of donuts on the front of a food addiction book. I don't know why, but I feel like that would trigger me. I'd be like, those donuts do look very, very good.
First, and then I went back into denial, and I put it away. But there's a chapter about a man who was a severe food addict and ended up succumbing to the disease. He died. It took his life. And
Sorry, guy, you gotta move, Willie. You gotta move here. You gotta move.
pretty young. And that's people who don't who are not food addicts or any addicts of any kind don't really understand, because a lot of people, it's just lunacy to a lot of people. And I understand that when people say, what is it going to take for you to change? How many health problems do you need? I mean, is having blood clots in your lungs not enough?
Yeah.
Is not being able to walk 2 blocks enough for you? And no, some people, I honestly think some people just never have a rock bottom, and they turn out like this man in the book, and they die. They eat themselves to death, or they drink themselves to death, or they, whatever, overdose. I mean, it's like, BBJ.
See, she should just get the cat off the table.
Please. For some people, it's just...
Here's the thing, if you're gonna have a fucking serious video, like if I'm gonna sit here and be like, look, you guys, I'm gonna do a health update or a life update or whatever, I'll be damned if my dogs are gonna be making fucking noise, and I'll be damned if my cat's gonna get in the middle between me and the camera. This is the most irritating thing with her. Keep your cats off the table when you're filming. You say you want to get more fulfillment from your videos, you say you want to take this shit more seriously, get your cat off the table.
That is totally not what she said. That is not totally what her intent was. And it's a cat, and she allows it on the table. So what if you don't? Moving on.
Okay? My cat, the only time he's ever been on this table was one time during a live stream. Get your cat off the table. I'm not saying I'm the most professional person in the world, so I don't want people
We definitely know that.
coming at me with that either. Well, look at your background. But my cat is not in my face where I eat.
It's not enough. And you just, all you care about, you don't care about that. You don't care about your health. And it's a really hard thing to explain. And the fact that I think that the fact that I'm on here talking about it, and the fact that I rushed home and read that chapter, because I don't want that to happen to me, confirms that I don't want that to happen to me. So there is...
No, it doesn't. Reading a book doesn't confirm anything. Actions confirm it. Actions and actually doing what you say you're going to do. That's what's really going to get the point across. Really, really, truly get the point across.
Okay, so I am one of the few that will read a motivational book to get my butt moving, to try to get myself for me to move forward. What is wrong with her reading a book that will help her, that might help her do it? Now we see in the future, in the future videos, that she may not, and it may not work. But again, I would call that with just the frustration of what's going on in our crazy world today.
Part of me that really wants to fight this over and over again.
Then fight it.
You know? Look at Amber Lynn. She's breaking her cycle. It's taken many tries. But I find her very inspiring. And if I'm honest, I'm kind of jealous that I'm very, very, very happy for her, don't get me wrong, but I'm jealous in the way that I wish that was me. I wish I was down 70 pounds, I'm not gonna lie. But I know that I can be. So yeah, I find honestly her very inspirational right now. So just that positivity.
See, this is what I think happened. This is what happened, y'all. Let me break this fucking shit down for you right now.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
She came home and she watched Amber Lynn's weigh-in video where Amber Lynn's being all inspiring and she got inspired. That's gonna last until Monday, and then she's gonna be back doing, or even maybe only till Friday. And then she's gonna be right back to mukbangs. Prove me wrong. I want her to prove me wrong. Please prove me wrong.
She is going to not prove you wrong. But again, if you listen to the whole video, the next video, maybe you'd be a little less criticizing about it. I doubt it, but yeah, let's move on.
But anyway, I don't like the way I feel when I'm doing mukbangs. I find that
That's why you did them for 3 years.
I don't feel any fulfillment from it. I don't feel fulfillment. I think the best when I was filming way back. Do you guys remember the first time I went on my weight loss journey and that first walk I went for and I was enjoying the air? I mean, I when I'm putting together a vlog, I know I put a work into, and I have a good message in there, and I feel good about myself, and I'm connecting with you guys, and I'm inspiring people. That's where I feel the best. When I'm doing, editing, even when I'm editing my mukbang, I get bored. So if I'm bored with my own content, how are other people thinking about it? I think I'm just gonna worry less about the pressure of worrying about getting a lot of views, about gaining traction, about all of that stuff. I'm just going to sorry, Sam is spazzing. I'm just going to worry about doing my best to do videos that I feel good about and just leave the rest up to whatever. I mean, for people to watch or not to watch or whatever, yeah. Anyway, I've had some health issues, new health problems with issues with my lungs. I don't know if I told you guys about this, but on March 4th, I think it was the 4th, I was having BBJ.
Yeah, lay her down or get her off the tape.
No.
I'm sorry that you're having a really bad time and a really bad day and that you've had to do this video 3 times. So I just thought of that. So maybe you have watched all the way through. I don't know. But if you're having a really rough day or moment, maybe you should relax. She loves her cat. Get over it. You're commenting on her stuff. Do you really have to be cruel about it?
The cat really.
I was having shortness of breath, a new cough, a dry cough, and when I would cough, I would taste blood, and I had chest pain. So because I've had pulmonary embolism before, I've had blood clots in my lungs before, I don't mess around, and I was told to see a doctor. So I went to a walk-in clinic to avoid the ER, but they always send me to the ER with a note. I spent 3 hours waiting at this clinic only to get sent to the ER with a note to have more blood clots ruled out. So the note seemed to fast track me because right away they put an IV in so they could draw blood or whatever. All vitals measured or whatever, everything was fine. I had an EKG done, that was fine. I had a chest x-ray done. Now, I was sent home under the, assumption or whatever from the doctor that the diagnosis or whatever, that I might have something viral. I was put on droplets precaution too because this was right when
coronavirus.
Oh, I so have to rewind there. I want to see how you teased about what's going on in our world today. Oh, you're about to get hit if it's anything that I wanted to hear what she said.
Everything was fine. I had an EKG done, that was fine. I had a chest x-ray done. Now, I was sent home under the, assumption or whatever from the doctor that the diagnosis or whatever, that I might have something viral. I was put on droplets precaution too because this was right when
coronavirus.
And you're joking about that? A, she said her chest x-ray went through and wheezing is a big part of it. So no, I don't think it might be that. It might be because she is unhealthy and she is choosing to eat bad, right? I'm not going to let that fly. Let's not talk about the coronavirus or COVID-19 as YouTube is now going to shut videos down for. Let's just not do that.
The whole coronavirus thing was starting. So I get home 2 days later, and the reason I went to the clinic in the first place was because I thought I had a cold and I wanted a puffer to help me breathe. like salbutamol or whatever. I get home 2 days later, this quality assurance or whatever quality something department from the ER. Apparently, when you leave the ER, you have tests done. There's a doctor and a nurse who look at your test results again and make sure nothing was missed. Well, apparently on my chest X-ray there was something that was there, and I wrote it down because the terminology. Now, if any of you work in the medical field,
Oh,
and
and
know
here
what
we
this
go.
is,
This is the explanation of
so it
what
says
happened, but you had to jump
hilar.
ahead.
It's called hilar, Hilar, lymphadenopathy. So there's an increase in the right perihilar with ill-defined opacity, which could result from atelectasis or air disease. But so basically, they want me to have a non-emergent
So
CT
not
scan.
COVID-19.
I know you look grumpy that I'm not paying attention to you. I'm trying to film a video. Because so they told me to have my family doctor.
I'm sorry, I need to listen.
I know you look grumpy that I'm not paying attention to you. I'm trying to film a video.
I need to Google what that is.
Because so they told me to have my, which could result from atelectasis or air disease. But I'm trying to film a video.
Sorry.
She's not commenting,
so
I'm going to just move forward till she starts.
August and then November.
Severe airway scar. That does not sound good.
Whatever.
Oh.
And a nodule or an enlarged lymph node in my lung or whatever.
Oh.
And it's grown a little bit. That's basically what the guy said.
What? That could be cancer. I don't wish that on fucking anybody. I feel bad for her.
I certainly hope you do.
That's swollen and it grew more.
God, yet you're still going to critique her and be mean to her, not just critique.
Give me a CT. So, I did end up, luckily, getting a family doctor within that time, and I have an appointment Monday, and I have to talk to them about ordering a CT for me. I asked the doctor, basically, what does all this mean? Why CT? And they're kind of like blunt and grumpy, like not grumpy, but like very blunt. But basically, they want to rule out cancer. But it could be so many other things. Apparently, it could be from an infection, or I don't know. The fact that it's not an urgent request for a CT makes me think it could be something else. I don't know. I'm trying not to worry too much about it until I get more answers. And yeah, so that's how my health is doing.
Sorry, folks.
In another video, I'll go into more about how
forgot to mute my
how I'm
phone.
doing with the post
Amateur hour, by the way. Still saying.
I definitely will not be going back to mukbangs. I don't feel right about it. I feel better when I'm just being real and open with you guys and sharing my struggles, sharing my life. And I think a lot of people just want me to be honest with myself, honest with you guys.
I think that I just want her to have a better personality, a better outlook on life, because, like, here's the thing.
How can she when there are people like you criticizing her in a cruel way? Not criticism, cruel.
Like,
because just like you, she's cooped up in a world where she probably is watching YouTube videos, nothing else to do because you're not allowed to leave the home.
I don't like her personality. I don't like who she is as a person. Now, whether or not it's going to change when she loses weight, I don't know. Do I think it's going to get worse? Maybe, because then she's going to be that one that's like, see, I lost weight. But I also think it's good for her to think about not monetizing her addiction. But at the same time, we have seen and heard all these same things before. I mean, she had pulmonary embolisms before and still continued to mukbang. So really, it's like, what is it really going to take? Could this be it? Yes, it could very easily be, but I just don't see it.
And
then the next video, if you watched all the way through, you would see that it didn't work, but you'll have an immediate response
for about 3 years,
instead of watching it all the way through.
That I've been with you guys, so I understand if a lot of you do come from a place of concern, and I'm very sorry if I've been very, deafblind to it all. I just really, when I have my mind set on something, I just kind of want to tune out any opposing opinion.
But the thing is when she has her mindset to mukbang, she tunes everything out. But when she has it set to a healthy lifestyle, the first time somebody criticizes it, she gives up. So it's like, she's using this all.
It's not that at all. She is confused. It's not just mukbanging. It's not because of views. It's her mind is playing tricks on her. Okay? She's all over the place. That's what a food addiction is, or a food disease. Do some research on that specifically for me, and I would love to hear your feedback on it.
all this criticism and all this other shit to her advantage to like be like, well, see, when people are nice to me, then I'm this, and when people are no, you are responsible for your own shit.
Something I really want to work on. So I'm going to try my hardest to allow opinions of all forms in my comment section.
Good job. Me too.
And go from there. Like I said, I just ask that you keep it respectful. We're all different human beings. We're all struggling, and yeah, just your support is appreciated. So, anyways, I guess that's it for now, guys. So I'll see you guys again soon. I'm going to have to really just put more effort into my videos and different material for you guys. I think it'll be a lot more interesting once I move and just starting a new life. It's kind of just like in between. But it's a new chapter. I can't, I want to can't bring this baggage with me. I need to be healthy. I need to be healthy to start this new adventure. And I think it'll be a good thing. I'm excited. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye. So that was it for.
Okay, so let me put an end to this. First, I did fail on only trying to comment on what was truly hate. So I did comment on what I think is disgusting, but in the Fair Act of what is it, 1976 or whatever it was, I didn't even read that. But to be fair, she's allowed to be doing that. She's allowed to be cruel. She's allowed to be uh, a bitch, right? So I wasn't able, and I'm learning what I need to do to let that slide and point out the cruel things that Foodie Booty or Nikocado Avocado or Chantel or any of them uh, could have the right to um, mark your video as a cruel video. And I'm just a 23 sub person, you know. This isn't going to go anywhere. This is my entertainment. This is what I'm going to do because I feel that whoever sees this will maybe get a sense of who I am, maybe get a sense of what maybe you don't even know what's cruel and what's criticism, right? So, with that said, I apologize to my audience when I said I'm going to be the kind of guy that's only going to try to point out the cruelness of all the video. And believe me, I didn't. There were many times in this video you were cruel, so it would not have been just a listening to you rant video, right? It would have been me listening to you be stupid, but then I would have not commented on you until you were cruel. So I apologize to my audience for that. Um, and I think it's important that you guys know and understand that this is just going to be my entertainment. Whether I get views, whether I get subs, it doesn't really matter. Um, in the sense of money, in the sense of things like that, I'm pretty set for cash. I don't need that, so I'm going to use this as an outlet to share the world of the insane cruelness of the of YouTube, right? In the videos that I choose. Now, you won't be the only one I pick on, right? There'll be other creators that do the same thing. So I'm not going to be your picker, just like your Foodie Booties picker. So I guess that's it. I'm probably made this video way too long. And again, yes, it is an amateur hour. And once I understand editing, I am one who's not very smart with understanding or learning editing. So I need something that's pretty damn close to point, click, do this, and it won't take but 2 seconds. So with that said, I thank you for listening. If you even went all the way through, if you didn't, I understand it was a long video because I chose to try. This was again my first video. So anyway, thank you, and I will see you in the next one. As always, be positive. My guy right here, where is he? I can't even point to him. This guy right here, backwards, you know. He was my buddy with me, and yeah, he looks very relaxed and just chewing his curd or gum or whatever. It's not gum. Apes wouldn't have gum. Whatever the hell that is. Anyway, thank you. Have a great day, and be good to each other. COVID-19 is pretty rough out there. Be safe to each other. If you're going to criticize multiple users, or I mean, you talk about, and then this is me talking to the creator who is uh, being cruel and or criticizing. Change up your own video. Change up picking on other uh, mukbangers, right? Anyway, bye guys. Peace. Peace.